subscribe to the fl0m Clips and Highlights channel, and you need to subscribe because this is huge. G2 might have done something smart. Maybe the smartest thing I've ever seen G2 do. SunPayus and sAw have reached a verbal agreement with G2 Esports. This looks like it's reciting G2, what's going on, why they're in the situation. They reached a verbal agreement with the German org. I'm just making sure I'm not missing anything in here. Potential matchups before the transfer. Yeah, no. Okay, so it's pretty just straightforward. I'm not missing any like details, it looks like. Let's just start here. Like, everybody, if you watch me for more than like a minute, you know how highly I hold sAw. So like, this is step one. This is actually, I was kind of curious. I'm too stupid, so props to them. I didn't really know what they would do with their money, and this might be potentially the smartest thing they could have done with their money, if I'm being blunt. I like the idea of them going after a star, but also this is, I think, a much more sound and stable approach, which is get somebody at the helm that's like actually a captain and knows what the fuck they're doing in Counter-Strike. I mean, I'm just like, we don't even need to dunk on Taz. We don't need to be rude to anybody. We can just simply build up sAw here, okay, and talk about his resume and what the fuck he's done with his pieces always getting stripped away from, and his way to identify talent and his way to build teams is undeniable. Like, it doesn't even matter who the coach. I would take sAw over pretty much. I think sAw and Ash are two of the most undervalued coaches in the entire Counter-Strike scene. This is a great signing. Like, I think this is absolutely fantastic. Like, so not only do you're starting with like a great person in charge of things, and they're going to probably lean on him to identify how to build the team, how he wants to build the team, if they're smart. We'll see. G2, kind of questionable, but with this, but they've restored my faith in their ability to not be dumb with this signing. Also, I think SunPayus was actually he was starting to get his form again too. He was starting to get his form, and if sAw's taking him with him, I would imagine he was also starting to see the same thing as well. SunPayus undeniably was really struggling there for a second, but he started to get his form back for sure. I think he has a much higher ceiling than a lot of operas out there right now, and if he can find it a little bit, it'll be looking good. If there's a person that can make him do it, it'll be sAw. I think G2, this is a phenomenal starting place. Like, I can't imagine either that I can't imagine they're splashing that much cash, if we're being real. This will be an interesting one. We'll even use we'll farm YouTube with this a little bit. Let me know in chat right now and in the comments, who do you think actually was worth more? Do you think they bought sAw for more or SunPayus for more? I would value sAw higher. Like, personally, that actually would be so interesting to me. I'd be so curious if they spent more on sAw than they did SunPayus. That's like, isn't that such like a, I don't know. I'd be so curious to know which one cost more, or if it was just like a group thing. I don't know. It's just an interesting thing to think about. We need to know how much money Heroic has made in the past year. I know, right? And then, I think also there's a hidden buff here. I think bringing in sAw stabilizes the G2 plans quite a bit. I think this stabilizes them a lot. Like, I'm like, 2 days ago, if you asked me about Mobs, I was like, dude, your stock is low, but get the fuck out of G2, right? Now I'm like, maybe you stay, dude. Like, this guy's kind of smart. Maybe you actually stay for a second while they go. Maybe just chill for a second. Like, let's just hang out and see what's going on. Yeah, this is a great move out of G2. Not much else to say, man. Usually I'm trying to poke holes in what G2's doing. This is good. This is good. This is a great move. Hopefully they let sAw have a lot of influence on what he wants to do, and he gets to open up that G2 checkbook that just got, stuffed up from Falcons, and they can put it to work. Is Taz out now? I don't think it explicitly says Taz is out, but if you're signing sAw as the coach, I would imagine Taz is out. I cannot imagine. And I think after everything that's kind of come out and the overall sentiment from the community, I think it's like, I would imagine Taz would no longer be the coach. Is this after the major? Yeah. This is, I'll try to find it again. I'm 99% sure this is after. Yeah, because he's going to be doing stuff with Heroic. This will all happen after this major during the player break. Yeah, to remain. So Hades is going to remain. They're all going to remain until after the major. Heroic is going to bounce back again somehow. Heroic is flush with cash, man. They're, at this point, Heroic, just simply buy Astralis. Ultimate Chad move. Heroic, buy Astralis, cut Sound and Gabby. Holy shit. The absolute dude, I'd actually fucking lose it. That's like some anime type shit, no? Like, I don't even watch anime, but I feel like whenever you guys talk about anime, that feels like some anime shit.